This is one of my favorite videos that I get to do every single month. It's this damn Blu-ray haul. I gotta be honest though, shorter month, which means a smaller haul, and I'll get to all of these releases, of course, as I always do. This is one of my favorite videos I get to make, as I've mentioned. And first things first, I want to thank you guys so very much for clicking on the thumbnail today. I really hope you enjoy your stay, and hey, if you guys enjoyed talking cinema, all things entertainment on the regular, this is the place to do it. So if these are topics that sound appealing to you, do consider smashing that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can, as well as that notification bell right next to it. That way you guys can always stay in the loop anytime there's a future upload over here. And hey, if you guys enjoyed what you saw today, definitely do smash that like button on your way out as well. Tremendously helpful that you do so. But yeah, this haul, not very large. There's only 4 titles in here, but every single one of them are new releases, and I have full reviews of every single one of these here on the channel already. I'll go ahead and leave a link to it down in the nifty description box, each one that is. And first up, of course, this was a release date pickup, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I had to get the traditional Blu-ray edition because the 4K cover for this, absolutely atrocious. And this is basically your poster artwork here, and you have a nifty little baby marshmallow man peeking out of the corner right there. I think it's really adorable. I had a lot of fun with Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think this is a brilliant tribute from Jason Reitman, not only to his father, but also the original actor playing Egon Spengler, Harold Ramis. And this is just a fun Ghostbusters outing for sure. Paul Rudd as our science teacher in this is incredibly entertaining. McKenna Grace steals the entire show though. Not to mention, you also have a character named Podcast in this, which I've never necessarily gotten over. That would be like naming one of my characters YouTube, mainly because this channel exists. I don't know, that's just something I've never looked past, but if you guys have not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, it has my highest stamp of approval. Speaking of stamps of approval, you have King Richard, which is an excellent film, which I forgot to mention in my best of the year list. This is probably going to be an honorable mention there. But yes, Will Smith is absolutely breathtaking in this role. He was nominated for an Oscar, of course. Is he going to win the Oscar? It's looking like it, but should he over Andrew Garfield and Denzel Washington? Not in my opinion. But you know what? If and when he does take home that golden statue, I'll be happy for him. I won't be surprised. I just feel like that would be more of a reflection on Will Smith as an actor and as a talent rather than just a single performance. Not to say that this is a bad performance at all, my friends. Don't get it twisted. This is a brilliant piece of work from Will Smith himself. But I don't know, I just feel like it's a reflection on his whole career, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely a solid film overall. Speaking of solid films, you have Eternals. I got the Target exclusive cover for this, and it does have a really nifty little, it opens up, you have every single member of the team right here. This is just beautiful artwork, guys. And of course, you had to get this on 4K as well. I gotta be honest, Eternals, after rewatching it, I definitely see more and more of the flaws, but I certainly do not think that this is a bottom 5 MCU film by any stretch. Mid-tier at best, absolutely. And I do have a few friends on the medium that say this is a top 5 MCU film, and you know what? More power to them. I think if it was just based on the filmmaking alone, this is top 5 right there for sure. This is just beautiful cinematography. Not to mention, you have some brilliant performances in here, mainly from Richard Madden and Kumail Nanjiani. But rewatchability-wise, I don't know. I mean, this is here to kind of finish off my MCU collection as it stands right now. I don't think this is one I'll be revisiting over and over again. Speaking of MCU Blu-rays, I am working very hard to find a Spider-Man No Way Home Steelbook exclusive to Best Buy. They're all sold out, but I really want to do that to complete this collection up here because I do have the steelbook for both Homecoming and Far From Home. I don't know, just uniformly, that just looks neat to me. Last but certainly not least, I gotta add some Disney into the collection this month. Thankfully, we got one with Encanto. I mean, just look at this slipcover right here. It is absolutely, it's raised and it is embossed, which is a really nice touch. And I, for one, really liked Encanto. This is actually one of my most viewed new reviews on my channel. Thank you all so much for making it reach that status. It just blew me away. But I do remember enjoying this one watching it in the theater. I loved Stephanie Beatrice as our lead here, Mirabelle, who is a dork and an outcast as a Disney princess, which is awesome to see. The first Disney princess to ever wear glasses, too, to my knowledge. And the music in this film. This is a very colorfully appealing film to look at, but as a Lin-Manuel Miranda soundtrack, This is just stellar, stellar, stellar. I'm not gonna go as far as saying this is the best soundtrack he's ever put out. I do think In the Heights and Hamilton are both superior to this film, but certainly still a very, very fun Disney movie overall. For its 60th entry into the canon, they're still pulling out the hits, guys. One more question I'd like to ask you guys. Why the heck is there a song called We Don't Talk About Bruno, and, like, they're not allowed to talk about him, but they can sing about him for 4 straight minutes? I don't know. That was just something that always bugs me, and it's just something that my OCD brain has always really, like... I don't know how to describe it, you know? Just can't help but ask those sort of questions. But believe it or not, guys, yeah, I wasn't kidding. That is my entire haul for the month of February, all 4 of them here in the stack. All with beautiful looking spines, which look great on the shelf. Encanto in that green looks great once you put it up there. Of course, I'll have a Blu-ray haul next month as well, and I've got brand new movie reviews for The Batman Turning Red. It's a stacked month of March. Everything, everywhere, all at once. You have The Lost City. There's a lot to cover here. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all this content and much, much more, I'll be wrapping up my Harry Potter series in the meantime. Then do consider once again smashing that subscribe button along with that notification bell right next to it. And go ahead and hit that like button as many times as you want to on your way out the door. Tremendous help, as I've mentioned. And thank you all so very much for continuing to support the channel on the road to 1,000 and beyond. Y'all are the best, guys. And with all that being said, back talk, commence.